the number 7 or former number 7 of the St George Illawarra Dragons. Now, Ben Hunt announces his departure of the dragons.com.au. That comes out. The George Illawarra Dragons have reached an agreement for Ben Hunt, Brian, to depart the club immediately. Ryan Webb's going to join us, the CEO of said club. He's got 1 year remaining on his contract. He made a significant impact. And as you said, you were saying that his stats...
Oh, his numbers are off the charts.
Yeah.
He is the go-to man. It's a huge hole to fill.
Him and Lomax.
Massive.
They were easily their best two players, right?
Especially at this time of the year. I don't know whether Flano has got, he might have something up his sleeve.
I can understand his thinking too, though.
Moving forward, yeah.
You can't let this go on. And if you any chance of getting someone like a Gutherson, you've got to move quick.
But 2 years ago, or the last 3 years, he wanted out. Remember when Flano came? He says, as far as I'm concerned, he's staying here. He's our number 7.
Yeah.
So, you reckon it's got something to do with the way they sort of ended the last season? You know how Benny Hunt didn't have the greatest game?
Well, I actually heard a call, Flano. Here's what he had to say.
Enough!
He has had enough. Huge pressure. Flano's got now huge pressure on his young bloke.
Yeah, he's all in.
So
it is the formula, Brian. If you want to win 4 comps in a row, you need a coach and a halfback.
You need your son as the
It's
7th.
the formula.
So I just think it's a huge hole to fill, and we know he didn't sort of finish. And I still think
I'm with him though. I think the distraction is too noisy.
Yes, yeah.
It's too noisy.
And they've weighed it up. Maybe if he was a 30-year-old or 28, we're not having this conversation. Everyone wants to be out. They'd play hardball, but I still think his best position is number 9. Ben Hunt is an unbelievable 9.
By the way, Brasco Dom has put together a bit of a social media thing, which he'll be dropping a little bit later on around where do we think, crystal ball, where are these players going to go? So Brasco Dom's all over that. We'll publish that very, very shortly on, where will we do that, Tourist? Where will that turn up?
All of our socials. Joel Fletch, SCN.
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram.
TikTok, X, all that sort of stuff. Zuckerberg, he'll be the first person to like it.
The burger will just on his wakeboarder. Is there a world where you see Ben Hunt not being picked up by anyone?
No.
Okay. Has it been mooted? We'll ask Ryan Webb when he gets on here. Are they kicking in, or is it just see you later?
What's happened there, Tourist? Okay. All right, let's go to the audio.
In that commercial break, I was on the phone to Ben Hunt's manager. He said it all happened in the last 48 hours, confirmed this morning. Both parties shook hands, walked away, called it a draw. They're happy. Ben Hunt's camp happy, the Dragons happy. Now they can move on and get on with the business of playing rugby league and also then administering a rugby league team. So what now for Ben Hunt? Is he looking to come home? Is he open to all offers, including Super League? Yes, yes, and yes. The only thing he won't entertain is a switch to rugby. Tongue-in-cheek there from his manager, but open to all offers. Yes, ideally coming home, but could stay in Sydney, could even find himself in England.
But the question wasn't answered. I'm asking you this, Joel. Do the Dragons have to pay any money, or is it just Splitsville?
Well, let's go direct to Michael Carianis on the future of Ben Hunt, Brian.
Dragons won't chip in any of money towards Ben Hunt's deal. That's what my understanding. The fact that it's a clean-cut release. You want it, you want to go, you go. The Dolphins have been circling Ben Hunt. They inquired with the Dragons a couple of months ago to see if he was on the market. The Dragons said no. I'd dare say they might be the favourites here. It's all moved very quickly this morning. Yeah, well, that shows how desperate he was to get out of the club with no guarantee that he'd earn that $1 million figure. He's probably not worth that $1 million figure, I guess, at the moment. He's still an elite player, and he's in the Kangaroos camp at the moment. He's played Origin and the like still. So, but yeah, that's going to be the question for them to see. But I don't think you walk away from an almost $1 million contract if you didn't have something close.
Wow, that's big, isn't it? So therefore, who's paying for it? Ben Hunt's paying for it.
Well, someone's going to give him something.
Yeah, but he's not getting anywhere near $1 million, Brian.
No.
Nowhere near that.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
No.
MC should have... I don't think he used the right term there with Dolphins. They don't circle. do they?
Don't they?
No, they're not circlers.
No, they're not.
Like the sharks circle.
They circle.
Dolphins
What
more.
does a dolphin do? They
well,
sort of bob up, don't they? They
pork.
bob up.
They pork.
They pork.
Heavy pork.
But they like to pork, don't they?
Yeah. What about over in
I don't believe your theory on that, by the way. How would you know that they're the only people? Sorry,
mammals, other than humans?
Yeah.
What about over in Maldives when I was surfing over there a couple of weeks back?
Left-hander?
No, it was left-hander was cranking. They have spinning dolphins.
What?
Little. And I'm going, what? I was out in the water with a mate. I said, what are they? And he goes, oh, they're little tiny dolphins, and they sort of spin around.
So could you argue they're circling?
Yeah, but they were like a.
They're circling dolphins.
They
they were circling.
They come up out of the water, spinning dolphins. It's a real thing. I thought it was a G up.
I love it.
So they come up out of the air, spin around. They look like a Tom Brady Hail Mary.
Oh,
like that crisp.
Oh, did you delay grade? We'll get to that very, very shortly. What about the delay grade?
Giselle?
No. In the Hail Mary. We'll get to that very shortly. Tourist knows what I'm talking about. It's a run home with Joel and Fletch. Later on, when I say later on, in about half an hour, Ryan Webb, the CEO of the Dragons, going to join us. After this, though, the Kiwis, SENZ, right across the ditch. Is Kirsten the Beef? Curse back. Beautiful. Across the ditch we go. Right up.